Another half a season of The Walking Dead has come and passed. So here's my review for The Walking Dead season 10A. Now, as I'm recording this, obviously the second part of season 10 has not came out yet, so this is just the first half review. So let's get into it. Now, coming off the high that was season 9, I knew season 10 would probably dip back at least a little bit because it had some whisper development it needed to kind of go forward with, and I knew there's going to be a lot of story building going into the Whisper War itself. But with that said, it's been a really good half of The Walking Dead. It has just been a real slow burn. Before I get any further, spoilers are ahead. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Okay, we have Carol kind of going off the deep end after Henry has died. We have awesome Negan stuff, Daryl being a true leader, Michonne barely being in any episodes after the first couple. We have a few of our group members doing some questionable things, and the Whispers are something. So season 10A has been interesting to say the least. Now, I have really enjoyed it. It is head and shoulders above, say, season 8 and season 7, but there's just been some moments that I just kind of want stuff to happen. I'm not talking it needs to be a war or anything like that, but just stuff needs to just move along a little bit. I feel like the first half of the season kind of feels like it's kind of stuck in the mud a bit, and anytime it felt like it was kind of getting out of that, like when Negan found the Whispers and everything, we go away from him for a complete episode or two, and it's just kind of like, ugh. I really wanted to see Negan in the mid-season finale, and we didn't get anything. Now, I know we're probably going to get plenty of Negan in the second half of season 10, but I really wanted to see him, but we didn't get that at all. Now, there has been some questionable things so far this season. Now, the whole bottleneck episode where we kind of see the Alpha backstory a little bit more with Beta's backstory a little bit more, that was a fine episode, I guess. But when I'm watching the show week to week, I don't care for the episodes that are just completely bottleneck episodes. Like the episode when we learn about Morgan's backstory a little bit more, why he was crazy and everything like that back in, believe, season 6. It's fine when you're binge watching it because you can just go to the next one. It's not that big of a deal. But week to week, those episodes really just aren't my favorite. Now, was it a bad episode? No. But it just wasn't all that enjoyable because I love seeing all the characters every single week. I hate episodes when you just check in on one person and that's it throughout the entire week. Season 7 and 8, I think they did that the most ever. They did that the entire series, and I hated that. Season 6 kind of did too, but I still like season 6. And the premiere of 10 was all right. There's real no reason. I mean, it was whatever. Like the satellite fell out of the sky. There was a fire. They're afraid to cross the border. And that's it. This whole season's been Paranoia. And I enjoy that they're really digging into the paranoia because that's something they should have done more in All Out War. Not really like we're scared of walkers and who knows people are whispers or whatever, but just kind of people fearing war and fearing everything. So I like that aspect. It's just the story needs to keep going forward a little bit. There's just been some lulls. But getting into the Negan stuff, Negan has been incredible this season. It's probably my favorite Negan stuff I've seen thus far. I love the part when he comes in and saves Lydia. That was awesome. Lydia got her ass kicked. That was crazy. That was a great moment. It's very reminiscent of the comics. And Negan came in and saved the day. And then, of course, Negan gets out. We don't know how or who did it. And my prediction right now is either Daryl or Carol let him out to go infiltrate the Whispers, which not a bad idea, honestly, because Negan probably wants to prove his worth, saying, that I'm a changed man and I'm on your side because he knows it's better to be with the Alexandria and Hilltop communities than to go against them because he just knows better. And there's nowhere else for him to go. They really touched on that in season 9. So obviously when Negan gets out, he meets the family. And of course, the crazy kid murders the little kid and the mother. And Negan beats the hell out of the kid, ends up killing him. That was a really awesome moment. Negan's great. And then, of course, then he gets his Lucille 2.0 and goes and beats the hell out of all the walkers and starts screaming for the Whispers. And Beta shows up and throws him on his ass. That was great. Or when Beta leaves Negan to get eaten alive. And, of course, Negan fights his way out of it and shows back up in the Whisper camp. And, of course, does Negan stuff like, my reputation precedes me, like I know who you are, and blah, 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 and saying that he's got big old balls. Great, great Negan stuff. Now, I hope the Aaron and Gamma stuff pays off later on. Right now, I feel like it's much more of a trap more than anything. Like, Gamma's going to infiltrate, and hopefully she doesn't turn on our group, but we'll see. That's 50-50 for now if she's going to end up being good or bad. Obviously, she's technically a bad guy right now, but you get where I'm going with that. We'll see where that goes. Poor Aaron still really isn't doing much. I don't know why they treat his character this way. To me, he's a great character, and his name is slipping away right now, but the guy who portrays him, I can't think of his name right now, Ross Marquand, I think that's his name, is a great actor. They really don't utilize Aaron enough, and anytime that they do, he's just kind of just talking to people, which I get that's in his character, but he can be real badass, and they should really do something with that. But we'll see where the Gamma and Aaron storyline goes here in the second half of season 10. And of course, we have the part where Siddiq gets murdered by the Whisperer who infiltrated Alexandria. Now, the whole season, we've had all these weird PTSD flashbacks of Siddiq thinking he didn't help the people in the barn, but really he was being held. He figured that out right before he died. And, you know, I never loved Siddiq. Like, he's fine. But I really wanted them to keep him alive. Carl pretty much died for him. In however you want to look at that, you know, we pretty much sacrificed Carl for Siddiq to be there, and for them just to kind of kill him by just getting choked out without him really fighting, man, that was pretty lame. Like, not gonna lie, like I said, not like I love Siddiq, but his death was pretty lame in my opinion. But at least we got some really cool Rosita stuff right after. I mean, she beat the hell out of what's his face, the Whisperer guy. That was pretty cool. Dante, that's his name. I really did enjoy that part. But like, how is Rosita, okay, at best, 110-pound woman soaking wet, beat the hell out of that guy, and Siddiq, being however big he is, couldn't even fight back even a little bit. He just gets choked out. Like, dude, like, grab hair, poke eyes, nut punch, like, do something, like, fight for your life, man. And he doesn't really do that. He just gets choked out, and that's pretty much it. But at least we got some cool Rosita stuff out of it. We got some awesome Father Gabriel stuff out of it. Him just murdering Dante in the cell. Loved that part. Loved that part of Father Gabriel. Wow. Amazing how much his character's changed since he was introduced in season 6. I love Father Gabriel now. And before, really hated him, but he's came full circle. He's done a complete 180 in his character. He is so much better now. He's great. I really did love how he just took the initiative and just got rid of the Whisperer right then and there. Didn't have to think about it. Wasn't going to be a council decision, a community decision. He's just like, this guy is just going to be erased off the face of the earth. It's just done. Loved it. Love that. Love that. Love that. Now, the mid-season finale was a little weak in my opinion. Now, we got to see Michonne for the first time in a while, which was great. And then we meet a new guy named Virgil, and he wants to go back to an island where there's weapons and stuff, and Michonne kind of worked out a deal with them. And if the rumors are true, Michonne's only going to come back for one more episode in the second half of season 10. So we'll see what they do with Michonne. It's real unfortunate that she's leaving. I'm sad she's leaving. I love Michonne. She's probably one of my favorite characters, probably top 4 on The Walking Dead for me, for sure. So I'm really sad that she's leaving. But we'll see what happens to that character. Are they going to kill her? Is she going to find out information that Rick's alive somewhere? Now I'm leaning towards the latter there. She's probably going to find out some type of information that Rick is alive and then go off on that journey. So we'll see what they do with that. I hope they don't kill her, but it is The Walking Dead. They very well might. We'll see. The mid-season finale was just a little weak, but hopefully it leads into a lot of cool stuff here in 10B. Oh, also we have a bunch of characters falling into the trap that Alpha and Beta set, which was real stupid by Carol following her and like just blindly went to a cave and everyone followed her. That felt a little out of place, even for Carol being kind of crazy Carol. Now, I didn't really touch on this in this video, but I feel like it's been such a prominent piece of season 10. Yeah, Carol's struggling, she's having issues, and she's just making irrational decisions. Even when Carol's been really just strung up with anxiety and anger and everything, she doesn't make uberly stupid decisions, and her chasing Alpha blindly into God knows where, that just felt a little bit out of character for Carol. Even with her making bad decisions, she just wouldn't usually do that. Maybe because they want to portray that she is just so blind right now that she would. So I didn't really love how they fell into that situation of being into the cave, but it should be interesting to see how they get out, I guess. We'll see. I hope Connie doesn't die because of Carol's stupid mistake. That's kind of where I'm leaning. I don't want Connie to die at all. I'd rather have Kelly or someone else die. but we shall see. Now, of course, Jerry could also die. Who knows? But season 10 has been enjoyable. It has just been a slow burn. Hopefully, this is the building blocks we truly need to boost 10B to a 10 out of 10 awesomeness. And I think it will be. I think 10B, the back half of season 10, will be very, very good. I feel like this formula they have building is stuff that we kind of saw, I don't know, like say season 4, The Walking Dead, and even season 6, where the first half of the season is usually enjoyable and good, but it's just not as action packed as the second half. There's a lot of story building and character development that has to happen in the beginning to really pay off in the end. I think that's what season 10 has been thus far, but we'll see in the back half of season 10 if it turns out to be awesome, as I hope it's going to be. But those are my thoughts on season 10A. Did I forget any crucial information? Make sure to tell me down below in the comment section, because I very well may have. This is just all off the top of my head. And also, while you're down there, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, guys, everyone have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. Here's to The Walking Dead Season 10B being real good, and hopefully we have a Negan, Daryl moment with them fighting Beta. I'm holding out for that. That's going to be awesome. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.